All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Cheeks hurting there.
All right, there.
Right.
Just before this video, we were reacting to another one, and we were laughing the entire time. And so I was just like, "Ugh, my cheeks hurt." And Nick literally said,
"Does this make him feel better?"
Well, I'm trying to like stretch
it
him
releases
out.
tension.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't. And we are reacting to some Lee Evans.
Levins.
Okay. And we are looking at preventing burglars. Preventing the burgles. No burgles allowed in these parts.
Nick said I'm amazing at preventing burglars, robbers, because I am like the kid in Home Alone when I'm working on a project. I scatter all of my things around in front of a door. But it makes sense to me because I'm sitting on the floor and I'm doing things and I'm working. But it's like all perfectly in a semicircle.
Just in front of the door. And imagine you open a door and there's just that natural walkway. In our bedroom, you get a natural walkway. It's just all carpet, obviously. You can go to the left to go to the bathroom. You can go to the right to get to the bed if you want to take a nap or go to sleep, whatever you want to do. Watch some TV. But you have to go through this natural walkway. And she just likes to set up all of her stuff. She likes to sit down and have her back to the door so it can't even open up that much. Because who's ever going to go into the bedroom? It's only 2 of the 5 people in this house that live in that bedroom. But she likes to have that there. And then, like, when she gets up, she'll never think about cleaning it up. She just leaves it there forever. And at one point, she was putting these, like, little gift baskets with, like, these, like, little mushroom pots or whatever they were. And she had 4 of them in a little clear plastic bag, tied up, you know, whatever.
Technically,
and
6.
they were seriously side by side, about 2 inches apart from each other. Right in that natural walkway, not to this area, because we have like those 2 doors where they open up like this, and this one's always like locked, so we just use this door to open up going inside. She didn't do it right here where we never go through. Right here, perfectly like, you know, crescent shape.
So let me explain though.
So you have to go in, go around,
or step
and then continue.
over. So it's not like they're there for
or step over. That's a lot of fun.
It's
High
just
knees.
for a couple hours. But
football practice.
Right behind the door is kind of like this little area that I had all the things that I bought for people. And so I was creating these little baskets. And so since the stuff was right there by the door, like I might as well just sit on the floor and create them. And since I'm sitting there, I want to put them all around me.
They were perfectly placed as if she was going to do a photo shoot.
I wasn't. I was just making
Instead of like having those 4 things like 2 by 2. Or heaven forbid, 1 row this way so you can still get by. No, it was like this. Like a gate blocking you.
But imagine you're sitting down crisscross applesauce, okay? And you're
as we all imagine,
putting things inside the bags. Like, because I had like 4 different things that was going in.
I have no problem with while you're working with it. When you're done.
Well, I just got up to like stretch my legs.
Okay.
I needed to stretch.
So, we're going to go ahead and react to this. We've been so lucky never to have a burglar in our house, but I have when I was younger. I did prefer a burglar, and I'll tell you that story afterwards. It's one of my students' favorite stories. I tell them each year. If you like our reaction to this, please don't forget to
like this video. Please subscribe to our channel. It helps so much. Put comments down at the bottom. We'll react with you most of the time. I usually only tend to look at the videos at one point. It's usually a couple days after they're posted. Sorry. But we do respond. And hit that notification bell so you can be aware of the next uploaded video.
Stick afterwards. Here we go.
You know, it's like, and we're all coming at the house today. Me, my wife, and my daughter and stuff. And you know, you leave it all day, and the last 5 minutes you're going out the door. Everything is 90 miles an hour. We're like, come on, out the fuck. My wife turns to me and she goes, keys. I go, oh, keys. I go back in the house. You ever do that thing where you walk in a room and you forget why the you walked in there? And then you ask yourself, why did I walk in this room? Why are you asking you? You don't fucking know. You know. And if you already know the answer, why don't you interrupt yourself? I know what you're going to say. I get the keys, I'm on my way out the door. My wife goes, strange, isn't it? They're always in the last place you look. Well, yes. I wouldn't look, find them, and keep fucking looking.
That is so
true.
Oh, there they are, but fuck it, hey. I I just like wasting hour, just keep looking. We go outside, we're sitting in the car looking up at the house, and my wife has left the landing light on. What's that for? Burglars. Yeah, burglars would walk up to our house and go, oh no, they're all gathered on the landing. We're all on the landing going, ah, shut up, shut up. So I go in, I switch a lamp on. I go, yeah, that's it, I switch a lamp on, that'll fool them, yeah. No, too obvious. No, I switch the lamp off. We're all waiting for him in the dark. No, that's no good. I mean, it really does look like we're out. I'll tell you what I do. I put the lamp on, I put it in the cupboard, I close the cupboard, I know it's on, but he f***ing don't, does he?
Don't think that's gonna do it.
So this makes me laugh. Growing up, we had some nice things in our home, and so my dad would put our lights on a timer, so they'd go on and off like at our normal times of being there. And the TV, or no, I think it was a radio would turn on and off, so it's telling people are home. But I know when we go out of town, Nick's office, the room we're in right now, the window faces the front of our house, the road. And he tends to be up sometimes till 2 a.m. with his light on and here working. So whenever we leave, I always want to leave his light on because it's normally on. And this last time he's like, why? I'm thinking the same thing. So people will think we're home. They won't break in.
Yes, I get that. But we also have one obvious one in the family room where the window's out there. You can see it's on. I get it. Honestly, it's a great... The burglars got to have some stones, right? And if you watch these videos online of break-ins with their in-house cameras, as soon as these people hear anything, they're out the door. They don't. Most of these burglars don't want to go in there with their Uzis and start shooting people away. They want to get in and out. Mm-hmm. So I think it does help prevent, but I get his joke about it. So real quick, my story where I prevented a burglar. I was younger.
You prevented.
I told you I was going to tell a story.
I didn't know you prevented.
You don't know this story?
I don't know.
I tell it to my students every year. I won't tell the whole long drawn out version, but I'm 9 years old and I'm spending the night at my friend Jesse's house. And with Jesse's house, it was his mom, Jesse, and his older sister who was always working. She was never there. And a lot of times his mom was working at night, so it was just the two of us. We'd spend the night or whatever. So you go in the house. You have the family room right here, hallway, bathroom, Jesse's room, mom's room, sister's room. Very basic, small house. But anyways, bedtime. I'm laying on the floor in a sleeping bag. He's laying in his bed. He's sleeping in his bed. I'm sleeping in my sleeping bag. And I'm right by the doorway, and the bathroom is just like corner right there. And I wake up middle of the night, gotta go to the bathroom. And at first I'm nervous to get up because I'm a kid and I don't want to wake anyone up.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm just gonna stay in my sleeping bag. And I'm like, no, gotta go to the bathroom. So I run as fast as I can to there, and I'm going number one, taking care of some business. That feels so good. And then I'm set up with a dilemma. Do I flush the toilet? My manners, my mom taught me always flush the toilet. Because if they wake up and they see it's not flushed, who didn't flush the toilet? It's gross. But if I flush the toilet, I'm going to wake the mom up. Which is so stupid, but I was so worried. I didn't want to wake anyone up. If you have to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. No big deal. And his mom was super cool. Her whole thing was, if you want to eat, eat. Don't ask, just do it. Like, our house is your house. But I was freaking out. So ultimately, my manners got the better of me. Flush the toilet, run back to my sleeping bag, go back to sleep. No big deal. Wake up, none the wiser, get myself some cornflakes, and I'm sitting there eating it, and I could hear his mom and his sister and some other guy, maybe an uncle was there, and they were talking about this or that. I wasn't really paying attention. And then the mom calls to me, and she says, "Hey, Nick, did you go to the bathroom last night?" Biggest fear. I knew it. I knew I should have flushed the toilet.
I remember this.
She's getting mad at me. And so I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. She's like, no, it's okay. What happened was someone was in the house, in their family room, as I was going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, stealing stereo equipment, electronics, or whatever. And when I flushed the toilet, I didn't hear the person, but it must have freaked them out, and they left the burgling in the middle of the job, undone. They left. I think they left the door open, too. So when they woke up, they noticed all the wires were unhooked, and they showed it to me, like, oh, yeah, all the stuff's unhooked. Like, they were about to take it. So I saved the day because I flushed the toilet, people. Flushing toilet saves lives.
I remember that story.
True story.
I remember that, you saying that. Well, and the funny thing is mine's the exact opposite. our garage growing up got broken into, and I heard it in the middle of the night. I had woken up, maybe from the sounds, maybe to use the restroom, I don't remember. But how do I word this? Growing up, my home was not really a happy place, and so it had like this dark feeling to it. It just didn't feel comfortable. My sisters and I all talk and how like we all struggled to sleep, and it just had a bad feeling in it. Have you ever been to a place where you just walk in and you're like, this does not feel good? And that's how our home felt, just because of the lifestyle and things that were going on. And so I kept hearing sounds, and I thought that, to be fair, I thought it was like ghosts or something. I just thought it was evil, and I was totally scared, and I hid and I tried to sleep. Turns out in the middle of the night, people were robbing our garage, and they had stole dirt bikes and all sorts of things out of our garage.
Someone did not flush the toilet.
Now, they only went in our garage, and the cops did say it was probably somebody in the neighborhood who knew what we had in the garage, because they knew exactly where to go and what to take. They did get one dirt bike stuck between my dad's truck and the like storage cabinet on the side because it was too big to get out. But yeah, so we got robbed. Whatevs.
Let us know your burgle
Yes.
stories if you have any preventing or non-preventing. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time.
Goodbye.